Look at you
Jamal
in
Fink,
the picture back there. I just noticed that. Sorry, Jamal.
Jamal Finkley, Black Tree TV. How you doing, Kari?
Very nice to meet you.
This is I mean, I think the whole Disney Plus launch of the Marvel series has been unique, and I appreciate Marvel's kind of unique format and task in doing it. But when you look back at the last several years, when they had the Netflix series, and even going into the first series of WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier seems a little bit different. Like how is the approach? How did Kevin like talk to you and Malcolm about putting this together, and like how's the approach different than the other Marvel TV series preceded it?
Well, you mean WandaVision? Because this is one, Marvel has not done a series before. So yeah, any Marvel
Yeah.
done before was Netflix, was Disney Netflix, which was a whole different team. So they from the beginning, Kevin and gang, it was all very much, we're making a movie. We're making a 6-hour movie. That's what we know how to make. That's what we're going to make. So as a result, that's what people are seeing. We really feel like it is one of the Marvel movies, and the action sequences, everything is of that, of that caliber. So and the humor and it ticks all the boxes. What has been great though is Kevin is also very articulate about and very clear about saying, make it your own. It's your film, make it your film. And so as a filmmaker, there's a lot of license there's no Marvel formula that you're following. You're very much telling the story that you're telling. And, they've brought me in to do that. And so they want me to they don't want to tell me how to tell the story. They want me to bring what I do to tell the story. So it's, I think, a filmmaker friendly environment.
Well, I don't trust Red Wing. Hold on a minute.
You don't have to trust Red Wing. But I'm gonna go see if he's right. 'Cause I have a feeling they might be a part of the big three.
What big three?
The big three.
What big three?
Androids, aliens, and wizards.
That's not a thing.
That's definitely a thing.
No, it's not.
Every time we fight one of the three.
So who are you fighting now, Gandalf?
How do you know about Gandalf?
I read The Hobbit in 1937 when it first came out.
So you see my point?
No, I don't. There are no wizards.
Doctor Strange
Is a sorcerer.
A sorcerer is a wizard without a hat. Think about it, right? I'm right. I just came up with that. It's crazy. But look, that's not the point. These guys aren't magical, all right? They use brute force, just like you. The incredibly annoying guy in front of me with the staring problem.
I just know when you look at, I don't want to, do studio comparisons, but Marvel's been very good at their lineage of having one show introduce things that we're going to see in the future and everything else. So how far outside of, Falcon and Winter Soldier do you guys look when you're creating this product? I mean, do you look at what's going to happen in Loki and everything else? Is that all a part of the creation, or do you solely focus on just this?
We solely focus on just this. And if it organically comes out of it, now there might be other plans that I don't know about, but no one told us that you must put this in, or this is going to feed that, or whatever. There was never a conversation like that. It's very much tell this story and make make the best of this story. Excuse me. And service that, and service these characters. So they while they do it incredibly well, it seems very organic. I don't know. It's a magical touch they have.
Uh, uh, I know in 2018 when you were up for the Emmys, you was like the only female in the category at that time, and a lot of things have changed. A lot hasn't. But I feel like that it was some, I don't want to say hesitance, but I mean it's a pressure to speak for women that may not have got there before. And when I look at Captain America and Passion of the Shield and everything that's going on with that, it's either reluctant heroes or reluctant villains when you're looking at Winter Soldier and Bucky. Do you feel any relationship to those characters, and where it's like it's a heavy thing to carry to be this person to represent Captain America, to represent women getting pay equity and opportunity equity in this industry? Do you feel like that's a heavy weight like the Shield?
That's a great question. I feel like it's an important weight. And I feel really honored that I'm one of the team of women that are coming up, into their own. I mean, obviously I've been doing this for 30 years, so this is not new for me. And I busted through a bunch of glass ceilings, or tried to, through time. So I don't know. I think I've been very aware that if I make a mistake, I make a mistake for the entire gender. So I have to be very careful that that I am always making sure that I'm on my game, and I'm not undermining, because people have been very judgmental. Oh, she's a problem, so therefore all women are a problem, or whatever it is, right? A man can get away with being authoritarian, and a woman can't. So it changes how you do things. Now, in the last few years, since Handmade, and since the world has changed, and I do feel more than ever that women are able to speak up, and they're able to be who they are, and I don't have to check myself quite so much. And I have, the ramifications don't seem quite so severe. So we are evolving. I think diversity across the board is evolving, and the doors are opening finally. And by the way, I had this conversation in probably the 70s. So this is not a new conversation, in terms of feminism, in terms of racism, and all of the other things. So what's great is that we're having it again, and I feel like the needle is moving. And a series like this that is making the needle move. We're embracing conversations in this show that are long overdue. What is the shield? What does it represent? What does Captain America represent? What does it mean for a Black man to pick up that shield? Does he want to?
Yeah.
And right. And so these are really important conversations. We also embrace nationalism. We question, what is it to be a hero? What is a hero? What's the definition of a hero today as compared to the hero of the 1940s, which is a very different person? One was a warrior soldier, and now a hero is a first responder. And that's a very new idea, new concept.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited about this show. It's great. I was excited about WandaVision, but just seeing the first episode is blowing my mind. I know that the fans are going to be super excited. And thanks for taking the time, and thanks for giving such great answers and insightful answers.
Oh, thank you.
Take care.
All right. Be well. Thank you for the picture.